We just happened to be driving by in Cherville, Indiana, and we ran into Congressman Visclosky. Congressman, good to see you again.
Thank you very much.
And we're going to ask a few questions to the Congressman right now. Congressman, what type of Congress are we going to have this year?
We're going to have a Congress that will either act in a bipartisan fashion to solve several outstanding issues such as prescription drug coverage for seniors, a resolution of the steel crisis we face, or one that will devolve into great partisanship. I hope the first is what ends up happening. It's too close to call right now.
Okay, and also, let's talk a little bit about some of the current funded projects you got going here in Northwest Indiana.
Be happy to do that. The one that I'm very proud of is the additional $3 million I secured for the local HIDA so that law enforcement agencies have additional resources to go after some of these gangs and drug dealers. Along with Senator Lugar and I secured the last dollars necessary to buy 8 additional South Shore cars, and also very happy as far as additional land acquisition in the Indiana Dunes.
Now, how about these outrageous fuel prices that just seem to be driving all the residents crazy? Can you tell us what's going on in Congress about that?
Yeah, as far as natural gas prices, very little, because unlike the gouging that took place by companies as far as gas prices earlier this year, and there's no question in my mind that companies engaged in abusive actions, the natural gas price has accelerated because we had temperate weather. We had a very low price for some years, and a lot of wells were capped. People sold equipment. They went out of the business. And now you do have a real shortfall in supply versus demand. It is very unfortunate, but except for subsidies for people who are in need to literally pay that, I don't see any other action taken. If people do find themselves in that, I would suggest they call our office for information.
Now, the current crisis here in Northwest Indiana is the steel mills. Can you give me a synopsis of what's going on in Congress about the steel industry?
Be happy to do. First of all, on a short-term basis, continue to be active on LTV's behalf with Chase Manhattan Bank. Led an initiative to ensure that members of the Steel Caucus communicated in writing to the chairman of the board at Chase Manhattan Bank 2 days ago. We also will help the company as far as their application for a loan guarantee program. Within the next 4 weeks, we intend to have a comprehensive legislative package put in place so that the new Congress as well as the new administration will know exactly what we feel we need from them to protect our steel workers and to return economic viability to the industry.
One last question. You do the town meetings every so often. Can you give us a calendar of events when your next round of town meetings will take place and a number or a website that people can get a hold of you?
Sure. People can check our website for the list of forums. They can also call our office at the IU campus in Gary, and that's 884-1177. We're in the telephone directory, and essentially we'll be doing an additional 15 forums throughout Northwest Indiana over the next 6 weeks. If they can't make a forum in their community, as I remind people this is still America, they can go to a different community and still attend.
Okay,